Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Shadow Empire in our Dune / Arrakis-like planet playthrough, episode number 11. Excuse me. I think we're going to have to accept some inefficiency if I'm going to move at a slightly faster clip, especially because, as we get bigger, turns actually get slower. Especially with no, checklist of how to just very quickly proceed. So that's the end goal here, is just to push a little bit faster. That's something that I'm not, super comfortable with. So it'll be interesting to be a little bit out of my comfort zone. Nonetheless, I think that I think it would benefit the series to do. So that's why I'm going to try to do it. Okay, so what's the deal with my logistics here? You were completed, and next turn you are not going into action. That makes sense. I think it takes 2 turns or something like that for it to get going. So we're going to have a lot of people who are severely unhappy. But that's okay, so long as... Can you move? Did I already move? I did all my movement already. Oh, okay. Well, no, I didn't do all my movement. I did some of my movement. Are these guys just so cut off? No, that one's... So you're down to almost nothing. You're still at 500 people. That's amazing. What I probably should do... I think this was something I should have thought about a lot earlier. I think I'm going to have to retreat back my entire corps. I mean my brigade. And this makes sense from the perspective that if I don't have enough food to feed people, I should try to get them as far over here as possible so that I can start using the logistics on the far side. And we have 4, and I know that this unit is recently attached to my group as well. But we're gonna make a measured move to pull back. Although this is, I'm so greedy. This is just, how do you not do that? It's just, I had to. Couldn't help myself. How's everyone doing here? Okay, so you are militia. I would want to pull you forward. I'm actually going to have you replace this number 3 next turn. Oh, okay, that was, I'm even dumber than I thought. 3 didn't have to go there. We could have had the militia there. That's fine. We're going to pull these guys back, though. Again, we're just going to try to minimize. I don't know how it... So, ideally, if it was me manually distributing the supply, thank God we don't have to do that, but we nearly do. I mean, this game gets down to the very base. But if it were me distributing the supply, I would have this guy try to get... Well, I mean, I guess everyone... You want to take from the logistics as far, forward as possible. But unfortunately, taking 20 from here still requires 20 along the whole line, I guess, so... Probably doesn't matter. Anyway, we'll get the extra capacity, and this will all be sorted out pretty soon. Yeah, we can actually get this guy all the way back. Let's get him all the way back into base. I don't see the advantage. We might try to get 1 extra person supplied that way. And if I just hit, oops, this is not 0, un-0. Hit 0 twice to make sure that. Who are you going to? Always the S. Alright, that's it. Okay, good. So, and we did our decisions at the... I don't even remember what they were, but we finished them. Happiness is... Boy, we're having a hard time with that, aren't we? Now, we were able to get enough money to buy the recycling center without cashing in on our 1 point. I think that basically, I probably want to catapult our upward climb. So I'm strongly considering doing this, and trust me, it pains me greatly not instead to be doing the Ancient Archive. But thankfully we still have that in our pocket. We can get to it. As soon as we get our happiness high enough, we can then tank our happiness for a lot of fate points. So I'm not, we need to get the situation under control. We need to get loyalty higher. That's going to help us do pretty much everything. We have a good chance of success on this one. I think he's just going to tell us there's nothing else.
Aye, sir.
Okay, we found water deposits. It's better to find them than not to find them, right? So it's not like a bad thing. I really strongly feel we're going to have to play this. I'm going to do it. And we got, not lucky, we got exactly average. But that's much better than we did last time. I think we only got 7 last time. I don't remember exactly, but it's what comes to mind. So an increase of 11 is just amazing. It's just so good. It's like we're okay. We're not just below average, we're okay. I think that was really worth it. Had I known we were going to get an 11, I would have played that immediately. You know, that would have been a no-brainer. Getting something less than 11, which, you know, is kind of the Tortuga luck, would have been very disappointing. If I'd gotten, you know, let's say, I mean, worst case scenario, getting 2 would have been just appalling. Would have been grounds for me to rage quit, reload the game, whatever. But thankfully none of that happened, so. Anything else? Trade, perhaps? It's always good to look at trade. I haven't really been looking at their troop replenishment, but we shouldn't be losing people, despite our horrible logistical situation. I don't really feel like selling any of this stuff. Fuel, obviously we undercut. Just shocking that radioactives are so cheap now. Horrifying, unfortunate, in every way. So mind yourself, radioactives can plummet just like that. I wonder how the traders even, like, who did somebody else at the same turn as me or 2 turns after me start collecting radioactives and also choose to sell them? It's so, like, if we are hoarding radioactives but we haven't sold them, why would the cost of them go down? So I think it had to be an outside influence that caused this, right? And the price of machines even went way down. What, I think we sold 1? Okay, well, we'll get there eventually. We can always sell the rare earth metals. You know, these are quite nice to sell. We could get 100 credits right now if we wanted. We'll wait. But it was at 5 or so. Okay. So I think, yeah, let's end the turn. We need to keep ending turns so that we can get to the point where our logistics isn't terrible. Yeah, I'll cut away here. I was just thinking how it's kind of funny in this game where, it's all about getting your feet underneath you, which means that there is a lot of internal management, but this is still, like, very strongly a war game, and we haven't even gotten to that aspect. We're not even researching right now. There's so much work it takes to get your legs under you. Pretty interesting the way all that stuff is balanced, because we could be trying to focus much more on the military side of things. Anyway, okay, research complete on solar energy. I don't think it'll be an impact anytime soon, but it'll give us something to do with our rare metals. We acquired 7 machinery. That's quite good. Governor convention. Governors love to be assembled and give speeches of their local policies to each other. If I only have 1 governor, is that still okay? Can he go and give a speech to himself? I assume this is going to make them happy or do something positive. I want to go look at that card right away because I've never seen that before. Should be a nation one, I'm guessing. Could be a leaders, maybe? Oh no, here it is. Okay, so we'll improve XP of all the governors, we'll improve relations with all the governors. That's great. So it's actually quite nice because it's not just happiness with 1, it's happiness with all. So this does benefit you if you have more than 1 governor. Alright, let's see how the happiness is doing now. It increased by an additional 1. And hey, there it is. Population happiness increased by +1 with the hot hex perk, hot baths. That's our long journey over here. It finally paid off. That's really nice. And this guy got red. He was red. Alright, let's again start pulling out all of our... You know what? We'll send all of our... we'll send the entirety of our brigade south. I'm going to send them southwest first, but then eventually we're going to... as soon as we have the additional supply, we'll stop that roadblock. And so, by the way, I assume that this turn things were not good. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm seeing. Yeah, not even that bad. This is surprising. But next turn we should be A-okay. That's so good. And we're getting a lot of industrial points. So what does this mean for us? I think what it means is that we should build the road. Although I'm not really sure where to build it. You know, oddly enough, I don't know if I should turn right here or go up here and then turn right. Probably go 1 more and then turn right. And then the idea is eventually I would connect up with this one because we don't want I don't want too many redundant roads, but demolish. Oh, Okay, so by the way, I'm now just this is the very first turn, the very first minute or minutes, or now it's been 10 minutes that I played, but we are now on. There it is, 1.04. So we started this on the 2nd of June, 1.10a. But we are now on 1.04. I just updated right before I played. And I guess this now comes with the ability to remove infrastructure. I don't think it's like super important to do. I mean, you can use, there's actually, in some sense, there's no reason, there's no like logical, computerized, algorithmic reason to ever delete a road that I can think of. You should be able to just control everything with stop signs. Now, the problem is these are really annoying to do. It's probably like a better visual feedback just to delete the roads. So it, like for sanity, for manual control of things, I think that that could be useful, but just state my opinion here. How do we want to deal with this? I mean, I like the happiness. It's what ended up getting us the +1. Population loyalty is going up. What's the situation here? So danger will be down to 0 next turn. Unrest is dropping. We lost 3 due to high unrest, that's pretty crazy. This is what makes me think that I think that this 10 means that there's like 10 random rolls for a chance at unrest, and I don't know what the percentage would be. Maybe it's like 33%. Let's say it's, you know, just a 1 or 2 on the dice and you get unrest, and then you just roll it however many times you have, so 10 times, and then we got 3 unrest. But we could have gotten so unlucky as to get 10 unrest, or we could have gotten so lucky as to get 0. I'm thinking that that's the way the system works, because that's kind of how his offensive and defensive system works. And by the way, I really like that system, because basically the more times you roll a number, the thinner your distribution gets, the more likely you are to settle. I mean, it's the law of large numbers. You converge on the mean as your sample size increases. Okay, so we had worker happiness increased by that stuff. Worker happiness increased, and then 2 down by high unrest. Yeah, it's a little bit weird that unrest and worker population is not affected the same, so maybe does that mean they're separate roles? Anyways, the fact that worker happiness is 79, I'm fine with this. And this goes back to my original point, that we're spending so much time just trying to get everything going. Like, boy, we haven't even gotten to the main thing, which is building a military. Alright, let's see. Economic Council. I really don't think prospecting and economic policies are important. I mean, look, if we could come across metal, that would be so important. Are the economic policies making or breaking us? I don't think so. By the way, I think that somebody said that the priorities not setting to be exactly what you set them to was a bug. Which might be true, yeah. And then, in which case, I'll do this, I think. 36 went to 37, 40 goes to 42. That seems good to me. Let me actually lock these and drop this. I want research to happen a little bit faster, because I think we have plenty of things discovered. Let's confirm that. Let's take a look, though. What do we have? What's our tech tree look like? Yeah, with several things that the economic... So heavy industry research is beginning. It's the Economic Council. Video broadcasting, metal soil, hydroponics, these are all available to us. Water soil recomposition, I believe, is also economic policy, although as soon as you get some research in it, it goes away. Automatic rifles is being done on its own. Look, I guess, oh wow, we don't have universities yet? Okay, so at this point I really do think we are going to have to get a military council. We can't wait for it forever. Oh yeah, okay, so we have all the list of targets we have here. I think university is going to be the most important one next. Because I really don't see it. We don't need metal, soil. Metals from the lithosphere. That might actually be important. Okay. Okay. I've never used this technology, but I've never been so... Well, no, I've been pretty desperate for metal before. Okay, we have the opportunity to make this guy a mascot or a battle banner. I can't remember what the effects of these are, but looks like either way, it's just a sacred equality party leader. So, anyways, in either case, he's going to be happy. We have heart or democracy. I think we're going to go with democracy here. Boy, that's a lot of democracy, though. I don't want the heart. See, finally, our mind has pushed our fist down, which is good. Yeah, I think I'll take the hit on meritocracy. Let's take a look at the profiles. Try not to move too slowly here, but plus 25. That'll only stop if we go below 50. Administrative competence is administration rolls plus 40, which would be huge. But of course, if we end up getting the very first one for the political bonus, that wouldn't be bad either. Of course, it wouldn't be bad. Let's do the mascot. Okay, those decisions were nice. I mean, we're settling in. I really like the part of the game where we settle in and things aren't as crazy and madness. And anyway, movement. Let's get you back. It's the guard units I want back because they're not really supposed to be the exploration type units. You have full. You basically have full. Okay, we got to build this. Ooh, I was gonna say we have to build this road, but I was just thinking at the same time. With this, do we yet have the ability to construct something better? I don't think we have the metal to do it, honestly. So we certainly don't have the metal for that. I'm still looking at these bureaucratic offices. To getting an additional 200 points, that would be very, very nice. Now, we should weigh in what the current value is. So it's 10 right now for this, and it's 50. So it's a plus 30, or it's a plus 150. That's what we really should be looking at here. And plus 30, plus 150, I mean, obviously this is just much better bang for your buck. It finishes faster. We are short 250 metal. Okay, so this is where I think we do go to the trade window, and we see metal at 2.45. Rare earth is still there. Radioactives have increased in value slightly. We could sell 11 for 4. So this is basically just 150. It's not that much. At 65, did we just lose a ton of money? I think we're losing a ton of money. Treasury. Yeah, we are. We're losing 42 a turn. Where is all that going? To our directors, mostly. Reserve pool of 6. That's not too bad. So, I mean, we're losing 29 to our staff, essentially. And the workers in Cambridge are costing us a lot. Yeah, let's go ahead and enact the higher tax. Increased income tax. Yeah, let's try to do this.
Wilco.
Okay, well, it's just not gonna. It's not in the cards. I think we'll try this as well, increase sales tax. Before I do that, though, how is our private economy looking? They have a good chunk of buildings so far, and we're not going to be depriving them of... Yeah, I don't know. First of all, is this going to make any difference? Do we see any sales? Yeah, 0. Revenue, well, the revenue means what we would tax on, right? And there's 0 revenue, so there should be 0. Well, I want to enact this just as an experiment. Let's just continue to try to learn the game. We'll see if that makes a difference or not. Doesn't look like it. Bureaucratic push. This is a very nice one. We get some BP. Only a 1/3 chance we pass this. Okay, so we still got the effect, but it was halved. So 30 bureaucratic points instead of 60. Yeah, And then at some point, we are going to be able to enact this. Just crazy to think. And I don't even think it's that bad. So worst case scenario, we have 12 danger, and we'll just have to live through like several turns of slow population decrease of happiness. I don't mind losing the population and worker percentages, but obviously in order to do a card like that, we want to play that as early as possible. And we want to play as many of these cards as possible before we get a second city, because knowing exactly where the effect is going to have to take place, I find that it's pretty important. Okay. And then we can just play this attract free folk to bring back the people we lost. Obviously you don't want to play that first. Multiplicative things being what they are. Don't really think any of these are important. Don't have fate points to play those. Worker privileges hurts population happiness. If I could just discard this card, I would. I don't think that's ever worth it. Do we want to mess with any of our leaders? Well, can we still try to investigate the stupid person who stole all my money? No. Difficulty's too high. We could ask... I mean, this is not bad. Let's do this. I'm not like... Yeah, let's see how it works. Let's ask Burndor, who are our friends, for help.
We'll go.
And if we can, we'd like to request some money. And we actually are running out of money. Do we want to propose peace? Not really. Send spies? We probably should, just to gain a better... Like, where does Costello end? Let's use the spies on this one, actually.
Order acknowledged.
Okay, so we got 2 spies in there. Let's send one more spy to the same spot. And then do we want to send a team of spies to a different location? Maybe into Costello? We don't know anything about Montanak, do we? They probably go all the way to the bottom. But maybe not. So we have 2 spies still in Ateneo. We do have a solo, some kind of miner up here, which I didn't notice. That's because we're not really connected to them. We're still connected to the mech robot. Oh boy. Well, I wonder what's there. Oh, okay, and then we do... Wait, there is another major up here, Dunkelstadt. All these places are kind of one step removed from us, though. I mean, we should conquer Ateneo, but... Maybe we just put them into Montanak. Yeah, let's put them into Montanak. Oh, wow. Difficulty was... Should have paid attention to that before I fired that off. That's fine, I don't really care that Montanak's annoyed with us. One day we'll be at war with them anyway. Alright, so that I think it's just going to happen now. We're going to have to call for a new organization. Military Research Council. It has to happen. I can't sit on this any longer. I feel like it's reckless. No, it's not reckless, but poor future planning not to get some military stuff going on. And then it comes back to building more bureaucratic point generation. Okay, yeah, I thought I got confused on what I was clicking there, but we're fine. So we can get 200 here. We can get 150 here. How much metal? Oh man, it's like 3 to 1 though. 2.5 to 1, but... I don't think we're going to be able to get as much as we want, really. So 150, this is going to be basically 60 metal. And this is going to be about 80 metal. That's 140. That's not going to pay the bills. Okay, well, fuel is actually quite expensive right now. I'm going to sell 200 of that as well. That is actually quite nice. Let's sell that, because we haven't needed it quite yet. Sell 200. And our good old Buzz. I didn't even have to look at his name. What a great name, Buzz. It's just so easy to remember. So yeah, basically we can sell some of these other things. I think we should we go for it? Is it too early to be doing this? I think we'll sell the rare earth metals. And
Copy that.
how much metal can we buy right now? 150. Well, it says right there, hello. 150 gets us nearly to the amount we need. Yeah, well, if we sell the radioactives, we can get the metal that we need. It's kind of like the stock market, though. I have no idea how the radioactives are going to react. Ha! React. I'm not sure if we're going to see another nosedive. Certainly we will if I sell this. But would we see these come up to eventually 20 or so? It won't matter too much. It might be like, you know... we may not need the money at that point. Like, once we have the metal, I think we'll be secure for a little bit. Still, we can get 150 right now, which is almost enough. And this is only 11 radioactives. They don't even want our full supply. So yeah, there is definitely a shortage on demand right now. Which makes sense. So we'll just sell them at 14.2 and we'll take our money and we'll go buy all the metal that we can. Nay, we won't buy all the metal that we can because we actually need a little... Oh, wait. Only 168 is available. We actually cannot buy all the... Okay, so I'm glad that we didn't... We probably shouldn't have sold those radioactives, but we'll buy all the metal that we can because it's not our entire amount of money. I don't want to spend all of our money because we are losing money per turn. Buzz, man, you are amazing. He brought the cost down quite a bit. So we're left with 240 money at the end of the turn, which is, yeah. We can also do the Patriotic Collection, which is going to lower our loyalty. I don't know how much this will do, but I don't want to drop our loyalty below 50. So I first want our loyalty to get above 60, or 260, and then we can try that. Okay, so that was a pretty productive turn. Also, it took a long time, so... Did we even move everyone? Oh, yeah, didn't. These guys are still in supply. It's a miracle, but... Okay. Got that done. Guy's probably going to be out of supply. It might not be. Leave that guy there. It's fine. Plus we sold fuel, so we might need to be a little bit more conservative. Yeah, I don't really want any of the logistics splitting off to the south right now. Not even a little. So we're going to keep this road devoid of trucks. Because it would further constrain this. Well, I mean, I guess next turn it'll be fine. I'm trying to figure out how to deal with this situation here. Let's just let this unit get, fixed up. So we have 2 elite guards. I see 1, I see 2. I thought we had another one. Okay, well that works, I guess. You're at 80. That was probably not a good idea. Well, so we do need 200. Do we need 200? What is it? Let's look at the construction. I think I'm waiting one more turn, but let's see how would we do. Okay, so it's 200 and 100. Yes, 200 total. 100 would be put away very quickly. I guess if we're gaining 80, we can afford to build one more road, but I think next turn this should be... Hopefully this is not a problem anymore. Let's get 1. 24. Yeah, shoot. I overextended a little bit. We'll get this unit all the way back so that they don't run into any problems. They do have a little bit of food, a little bit of fuel, a little bit of ammo. That's great. Okay. So I think we'll be okay for everyone except for that one way overextended unit. That's okay. I thought we had one unit, though, that was a guard, like... I thought we had one... didn't we have more than 2 guard units? One... You haven't moved? You have not. Okay. Let's get you down, I guess. Just do this. Oh yeah, you move back. Let's move you back this way so you can try to draw logistics directly from Cambridge. Hey, militia. I mean, next turn is not going to matter, so you can push out now. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so now that I think about it, next turn we're going to have logistics back. So we just need to watch out for pushing too far away from the road. We're back to road limited, which is fine by me. And you... Well, this might be the direction we end up going with our brigade. I think it will be. So, yeah, that's fine. And yeah, this is where the extension, the supply, is going to be really, really nice. Because we'll have some decay of logistics, but it won't happen right away. We'll have to figure out what we want to do. Okay, that's the water we discovered, apparently. Yeah, but anyways, we should probably end these turns. That's the whole point, right? But, man, just too many little things to do. And I gotta say, the game strongly punishes you for not being ultra efficient. Anyway, we'll end the turn. And will I cut away? I think so. I guess I could strategize about my plans. Maybe that helps me. We want to attack Costello. Now that we have logistics out of the way, I think what we'll do is we'll open up supply along this dirt road, and we'll move my entire brigade down there, including the Galactic Republic troops. Let the militia keep exploring off to the north. We can probably completely remove the traffic signal here. Should be 350, 350. Now, how is that working? 500, 500, 200, yeah. So the two are additive. So this is another huge reason why, oh my gosh, just an enormous reason why you would want to build a new logistics base instead of spending 500 credits. Gosh, that is so helpful to have 700 instead of 500. It's much, much, much better. So that, I mean, that should change everything, the whole situation. We might actually be food limited. I'm glad we didn't sell food or anything like that last turn. We did sell fuel. 6 decisions, oh my goodness. By the way, you're going to take 26 turns? That's forever. Okay, we actually succeeded at something. A promise, that's a mistake or an accident, a happy accident. Okay, power plant we don't need because we'll do solar power. Escape, bureaucratic push. Oh, yes, we got bureaucratic push again. And one of the decisions, by the way, that we have should be about getting help from Bernador, even though it'll cost us money. And you can actually turn down this request, and then you get higher relations with them, I believe. Oh my gosh, 800 credits? Are you out of your... You gotta be crazy. I say cotton picking mine. This is look at, I don't want to get into politics or whatever on the channel videos or whatever, but I just, and to myself the other day, I was thinking cotton picking. I have no idea. This is just an expression that people use that, I don't know, quote unquote people use. I don't know who uses it, how I learned about this or where it comes from, but just in case this has some kind of racist origin, I'm going to try to remove it from my, it's just totally ingrained, something I've been saying for, heard and been saying for forever, but yeah, anyway. 800 credits is a lot of money. There's no way. Oh, declining their offer does not actually help you as much as I thought. It doesn't actually get their relations up? That doesn't make sense. It should say, though. Look at it. Let's not overthink this. 800 credits I will take. It's just no... There's not a chance that I'm going to choose something else. Okay, Bernador wants to do this, which should... Like, everyone except for the Economic Council guy is happy with this. So, of course I'm going to do it, because I want trade anyway.
We'll go.
Do I? It might drive prices down, but it might drive prices up. I don't know. Okay, Carbonus, this is our new governor. She wants some... to share secrets of the state. Probably this is going to be the second one. And that will make my Economic Council person a little bit happier. In fact, this is the most happy I can make him out of all three. It doesn't hurt my relations to carbons. Commerce goes down by 2, but you know we're kind of in this really tight zone where all the different society ones are fighting for control. Yeah, meritocracy is actually limiting democracy, so meritocracy is not falling too much based on my 11-point boost to democracy last turn. Mine continues to go up and up and up, which means Fist is going down, and I'm very happy about that because basically we're going to gain Fist when we end up going to war. I mean, the biggest casualty is the heart, which I don't have any reason to really dislike. The Fist one has this, yeah, 50%. Oh yeah, combat bonus plus 25%. That's what people were talking about. At Fist 60. Boy, you got to get Fist so high to get that benefit, though. I don't really think that's a good idea. So we'll go with B here. It's just...
Order received.
It's just kind of the obvious choice, I think. Yeah, that's right. We have to... Are you kidding me? Raidenhall? Is she still corrupt as all hell? Yes. No way we're picking her. The great news is she's no longer the leader. I wish I knew what the military council needs. Okay, your capacity 1, that's not a good call. These are some garbage people. I will dismiss you outright. It's just not even something in contention. What is your, oh my god, your resting relations. I'll dismiss you outright. What's your party? Lawful League. Wow, I mean, we're going to take some hits here on... Yeah, Lawful League is the least important. Dismiss that. Oh my goodness. Just can't buy a good candidate here. I probably do need to retire some of these people. Like, what's your seniority? 33? We probably just need to spend some of the money I just earned. By asking Bernador for help, at least. Man, we might need to put a stopgap in here. Like, okay, is there a reason to keep you around? I was hoping not to offend your party, actually. But you're only at 33%. Seniority rating of 7. That's just not that good. I honestly think that we might get lucky here by recruiting someone. We have not gotten any good recruit cards. It's interesting. Let me try recruiting a junior.
We'll go.
See if that person got added. They did. They are at least a capacity 2 with some intelligence. Natural point of 65. Government, autocracy, Fist. I mean, look at, there's only one of those that I can tell you I'm happy to see. But I think you're the best candidate. Wait, no, you're actually, you would really like us, but you're just miserable. Not very intelligent. Man. I think relationship bonus might be the most important part, though, so maybe we just go ahead and take Minx. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, so your priority right now is probably research. We'll do 50-50. We'll just confirm that. Since we already have discovered a few things. What is your target? Automatic rifles. Absolute. Oh, padded? Jeez. Good. 2 good choices, but I think automatic rifles has to come first. That was a lot of decisions. Alright, well, looks like nothing really got strained on the logistics. Ammo finally trickled out to some people who needed it. You're actually... Wow, that's crazy. You were only... I mean, look. People have been saying just use the number 6. You can do that. It's actually better than I thought. How much further do we want to keep pushing, though? A shame that doesn't show you... It was like this in Advanced Tactics Gold as well. Use this overlay. It's just... Oh. I think I even left it on at some point. I was like, I'm just going to leave this on. I don't know how much further it extends here, so unfortunately it doesn't help you too much. Kind of tells you if you're currently in supply, but not where you will be in supply, if you're advancing borders at least. We can kind of guesstimate. Yeah, let's get the whole division, brigade, to move south and east. And we're going to go and, oh wow, holy cow, we actually can see everything. That's the merit of having some spies. Military research bonus, which seems like a very important thing right now. 1 political point bonus, not so important. And there's Castello. They look like they're going to be pretty easy to capture, and then we gain the entire territory, which should include also a luxury brothel, plus 2 extra morale growth. These are some things which are really good. Obviously we have some radiation here, which is not as good. Probably not that important. Okay, yeah, so let's first of all turn our traffic signal. I think we just turned it to none. Let me look at the preview now. Should be fine. 350, 310. Yeah. We honestly could dial it down a little bit, but I don't think we need to yet. Both are getting... I don't want to dial it down. So you're getting the 100 you need. I could even kick up your rate of... I could move you up to a level 2, but I don't really need to. You're just slowly collecting just so I have a reserve, an emergency cash flow. Okay, let's get a lot of these troops then down. So I know there's a troop there, but all I really care about now is taking the base. So that's the next move. We might want some, like this is an 80. The guard units would be better off moving south with us, which they already are. And yeah, you'll be on supply next turn. So we'll start just charging forward because we'll just forget about killing these units. Just let them hang out here while we take the city, and then they crumble away anyway. Okay, you're still green. This is not true according to this. Slowly, little by little. We need like the autonomous exploration. Alright, you can move down this road. Alright, who else? You. Yeah, I mean, honestly, we don't really need to push on these. Oh, so this... Oh, sorry. This is non-aligned. So this we have to go capture by ourselves, which means I now have a... You're being repurposed. All of you are being repurposed. You, I will just have explore, just, I mainly want to use territory as a buffer, so I can see when we're going to be attacked or whatever. By the way, did I take a look at their... Yeah, we're up to okay. Loyalty's going up. This is good. Everything's... All systems go. So after we take Castello, we will spend some time crushing the rebels, and then after that... So actually, all of this, unfortunately, all of Castello... none of those assets are in Castello. All of them are in this non-aligned forces area. So we will have to manually get all of this, which means supply pain in the butt. Yeah. Okay, let's just move on. Next. You haven't moved, yeah. Well, yeah, I guess then we need more people to explore up to the north, so we'll have you do that. Yeah, I'm going to hold this other mobile motorized unit just for one more turn. Let's take a look at what the preview looks like next turn. Should be good. I think that'll be enough. Honestly, yeah, we're kind of stupid. We don't really need that much going this way. I'll block it off by even 60%. I probably could block it off by 100%. We'll do 80. Because remember, it's not... we already have a 200 coming out from the... from the transport hub here. Honestly, what would be kind of interesting, I guess it won't work, but it would be kind of cool. Would it? Would it work? If I cut off completely this one, said all cut off, and I cut off this one completely and said all cut off here, they would still both have trucks? Would they be able to, would we actually be able to, this is a good question. I probably should just try it, but I don't want to lose logistics. So I'm just going to open this up as a question. Or it's something I'm thinking about. I wish I knew the answer to at least. Would they still act as a complete logistics point? Because the way I'm now understanding this, by the way, and I think that this is a really useful way of thinking about it, the logistics points available in every spot is like the number of trucks that are moving back and forth in this square. So having the truck station here, I originally was thinking this is where the trucks emerge. They go and they start delivering. The new way I think about it now is this is where trucks get repaired, but they operate. This is on a month, kind of like a monthly or 2-month time period. So trucks, there's probably like fuel stations abstracted, like fuel depots or whatever, or gas stations, whatever you want to think about, for all the trucks along these areas. That's just distributed as part of the truck station. But this is a 200-kilometer stretch, and basically it doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really make sense to think about it this way, but I feel like it's the best way to think about this game concept, is that you have trucks that are just moving in this area. That's why you have this weird situation. I don't know if we have it right now. We don't. Where I would turn on current and I would have 0, 0, 0, 0, and then I'd have like 18 over here. Because some of the trucks were used up earlier. Like 200 of the trucks needed to be used out of 200 available to move stuff back and forth here. But eventually some of the trucks, some of those 200 trucks weren't. So in the next one, there's also 200 trucks there that were available. But all of them had to continue routing the same 200 trucks worth of stuff that the previous hex had done. At some point, however, some of those trucks delivered their supplies, and then that meant that less trucks needed to be used in the next one. So you had some trucks free over here, but they had nothing to do, and that's what the bottleneck is. The bottleneck basically means that, yeah, you have the ability to move more goods back and forth in this 200-kilometer hex, but there's not enough stuff coming in that you can actually utilize all of it. Which means it's probably actually good to have close to 100%. I mean, I guess that's not true from the sense that you don't want to be bottlenecked. But yeah, so we got close here. It says throughput here was pretty close. 23%. Only 23% of available capacity was remaining. We'll see. Maybe this opening up this leg, I'm previewing. No, yeah, we shifted a lot of the logistics east instead of sending it west, so I think that all our problems are going to be solved. Yeah. Okay, so since we didn't start constructing the last turn, I know we got to wrap this episode up, but let's go ahead and do this. Bureaucratic office,
Order received.
which is really going to help us out. I think research is going to spin up a lot faster now. And that's probably everything we need to do for this turn, but I'll still bring it to a close here, and we'll pick up in the next video. So, thanks for watching, and until the next one, stay safe and take care.